And what up, you guys? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. It's me, Rich, your anti-fascist comic book nerd, curing comics for your empowerment as well as enjoyment. And today we're looking at, boom, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, the team up. These comics that came out were just great. These were by Dennis O'Neil and Neal Adams. I picked this up because I'm a Green Arrow fan. For anyone that likes comics and is also very conscious, I'll tell you right now, Green Arrow is probably one of the best characters that you can find. He is literally a reinterpretation of Robin Hood, continuously going at it with banks and things like that. Love it. We'll probably do a Green Arrow video some other time, but today I really want to look at what I think James Gunn is trying to do with lanterns. So here is Green Lantern co-starring Green Arrow, which is the way they did it. They teamed them up. This one doesn't have Green Arrow in the main story, but it does have is basically Green Arrow has his own little section, his own little side story. But we're just gonna focus on the Lantern story because I think it's very, very fun and very telling about what it is James Gunn's trying to do. So see here, it's like they whipped the Green Lantern. Now let them try me. Introducing an unforgettable new character who really means it when he warns, "Beware my power." And for anyone that doesn't know, that's my boy John Stewart. So this comic begins with some sort of earthquake occurring. Green Lantern gets involved, but my boy Guy Gardner gets his ass fucked up. So Guy Gardner gets hurt. This is him getting hit by a bus right here. Right? Guy Gardner in this timeline is basically an alternate, so that if Hal Jordan gets fucked up, then Guy Gardner taps in. Right, and here he is telling him, right, you heard bad guy? It's like, no, Guy Gardner, the alternate choice to be Earth's Green Lantern. He's like, Green Lantern didn't expect you. Yeah, I'm pretty badly broken up. Bus hit me full body, feels like a balloon with a lot of busted light bulbs rustling around. But ultimately, the Green Lantern cop boss, he calls him up and he's like, hey man, guess what? We know Guy Gardner got his ass fucked up, right? We have witnessed Guy Gardner's injuries. And so then he tells them, we got someone else in mind. And this is John Stewart's like intro into the DC universe, right? And it's very telling about like what they were trying to do, right? Here comes these two cops and they're fucking with these two fools playing dominoes. Like they're not fucking with nobody. They're just living their best life, right? And he's like, maybe you ought to check your law book and find out if they really need a permit to play dominoes. As for blocking, won't hurt anybody to walk around. He's like, you want trouble? I don't want it, but I'm not about to run from it either. And anyway, I kind of doubt you're man enough to give it, even with your nightstick. Boom. Talking shit, homie. Hal Jordan's being a little asshole, right? He's like, that's the man you want to trust with a power ring, the finest weapon ever devised? And he's like, look what the elder tells him. He's like, he has all due qualifications. We are not interested in your petty bigotry. Damn. What does Hal Jordan say? Frankly, I think you're making a mistake. And homeboy's like, perhaps. Nevertheless, our judgment stands. He's like, bro, you're just a worker, homie. Just do what you're told. So whatever. You know, Hal Jordan starts talking to John Stewart. John Stewart's an architect who has been out of work because he's a black architect. And as he communicates, it's kind of rough for him to get work. Here he is. So he's like, yeah, sign me up, bro. I'll try this shit out. And so basically the day begins like for John Stewart, like they're training together. They're just training, living their best life. And homeboy's like, hey, you know, this shit seems kind of rowdy. This airport shit's going down. And homeboy's like, yeah. And John Stewart's like, I know who the fuck's there too. They say the people from this oil rigger who basically like gets out of control and starts driving towards folks. So John stops the oil rig where Hal Jordan saves the people. And John Stewart basically does it where some oil shoots out. And then bam, gets him. He's like, an outrage, someone will pay. And then John Stewart teases him because he's like, chill out, man. It ain't that serious. But here comes fucking Hal being a little fucking cop. He's like, John, you were stupid and irresponsible. And John's like, so maybe I missed my aim with the power beam and the center got a little blackened. What's to worry about? I've been dark my whole life and I'm surviving. He's like, I don't believe you missed. Look at my boy. Neal Adams is beast, man. I picked this up also because I love Neal Adams' art. Like, I'm a big Neal Adams fan. I think it's very intuitive the way he draws and tells stories. And this is probably like my favorite Neal Adams run. But he's like, okay, I didn't. Listen, Whitey, that windbag wants to be president. He's a racist. He figures on climbing to the White House on the back of my people. Bam. Too close to home right now. So Hal Jordan, being a little punk ass cop that he is, tells John Stewart, like, oh, that's it? And I'm the guy who's teacher. As of now, I'm assigning you to guard Senator Clutcher. So damn disrespectful. They got my boy John Stewart guarding this fucking fool, right? He's like, understand, I got nothing against these folks, but it's scientific fact their brains are smaller than normal because of their limited intelligence. They can't appreciate the finer things. He's like, yes sir, I am getting sick to my stomach. And here goes Hal. He's babbling nonsense, alright? Such stupidity is the price we pay for free speech. Free speech, man, it's a double-edged sword for sure. But here comes somebody, right? He's like, you'll pay for your lies. Boom, shoots. The listener sits stunned, shocked, except for Green Lantern and his new partner. The assassin is escaping, move! And John's like, not me, you go chasing him, I'm leaving. So Hal goes for the perp, right? He knocks him out. He's kind of like, why didn't that fool shoot me? Like, why would he stop, right? Like, if he's already got a homicide, like, just go all out. But here goes a submachine gun, right? And a Green Lantern saves him. He's like, watch it. It's like, what? Boom, boom, bam. And here goes Hal, still being a punk. My name's Green Lantern the Second, remember? No, it is not. You're a disgrace to your uniform, your ring, and yourself. I warned you. Here goes John, right? Steady. I don't enjoy being manhandled. Listen. You round up the pistol that Cat fired at Clutcher and meet me inside. You're gonna have your own lesson, teacher. Then. I spotted the pistol packer with the senator this afternoon at the airport. Likewise, I spotted the machine gun artist. I asked myself, why is one shooting and the other missing? The answer is in the gun you're holding, Green Lantern. It's filled with blanks. Yeah, it's a frame. While Pistol Pete was blasting the senator with blanks, the real killing was supposed to take place in the parking lot. That way it looks like the blacks are on a rampage and Clutcher's everybody's hero. Then Clutcher walks into the presidency, and pretty soon this country is ripped apart with civil war. Damn. And then Hal's like, man, my bad. I was a fucking dumbass and a lame. And Hal's basically apologizing and telling them, hey man, I didn't realize you knew what the fuck you were doing. And John says, no sweat, pal. Only style isn't important any more than color. Where or when, no one can say, but rest assured, John, Green Lantern Stewart will return. I will not doubt if that is kind of going to be the premise of what James Gunn does with lanterns, which just, it reinforces the fact that, like, James Gunn is like, he's killing the game right now. He's doing what all artists should be doing, which is speaking truth to power. Peacemaker is another good example of that. And I really hope that that's the storyline and the story beats that he's going to do with Lantern. They couldn't have picked a better artist, actor for John Stewart. That guy's fucking hella good. So I can't wait to see it. But like, that is a damn good comic. And there's obviously more nuances and more beats to it. Like in the comic, John Stewart's like, I'm not going to wear a mask. I want people to see that I'm a black man and that I'm a Green Lantern. Talking about representation and making sure that you are seen, you are visible, so that young black folks know and can see that I can aspire to be a superhero. I can aspire to be a Green Lantern. Super dope comic, man. Again, it's me, Rich, your anti-fascist comic book nerd, curing comics for your empowerment as well as enjoyment. And that was Green Lantern with Green Arrow. This book right here will probably do more because there's so much about like class consciousness. There's so much about drugs. This is actually the run where Speedy has a drug addiction problem and Green Arrow tries to help him, Black Canary. Very, very good run. And we'll probably jump into all that later on. But for today, that's it, man. So if you guys haven't picked that up, peep that out. And if you aren't reading comics but just like to hear about it, I'm glad to have shared. But alright, you guys, as always, it's me, Rich. Daily uploads to open up my own shop. Beyond that, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lates.